Satnam. My name is Tracy Avery with Synergistic Soul. I'm also known as Har Kirin Kaur, which is my yogic spiritual name. So today we are going to learn about tuning in Kundalini Yoga. So you're going to learn why we tune in before we begin our practice and how to do it. In Kundalini Yoga, this is a little bit unique because we tune in before we begin our practice. The purpose of this is to center ourselves and connect to our highest self. So we open our spiritual channel. We also connect to the spiritual masters of this technology called the Golden Chain. Kundalini Yoga has been passed from teacher to student, and by tuning in, we link ourselves to that chain of teachers. We tune in using a mantra called the Adi mantra. Adi means first or primal, and mantra is the creative projection of the mind through sounds. The Adi mantra is Om Namo Guroo Namo. It means I bow to or honor the teaching force or creative wisdom, which is the golden chain, and I bow to or honor the divine teacher within me, which is my highest self. The mantra is repeated 3 times, and each repetition should be done on one breath. So basically you inhale through the nose, and on one breath chant Om Namo Guroo Namo, and then repeat that 2 more times. So I want to address one frequent point of confusion for people who are new to Kundalini Yoga, and that is the sound Om, O-N-G, which is frequently used in Kundalini Yoga. Some are used to chanting the sound Om, O-M, which sounds like A-U-M, Om, and they think that when we chant Om, O-N-G, in Kundalini, it's supposed to be O-M, because Om is commonly chanted in other types of meditation and yoga. Well, we're not mispronouncing Om. The sound we really want is Ong, O-N-G. They are in fact 2 different sounds, and so let's talk about that. Om, O-M, is the universal vibration. It's a state of extreme peace. Ultimately, it's the state we reach when we leave this life and pass on to the next. O-N-G is the creative force of the universe that manifests on the earth. It's a mantra of action. That's why in Kundalini Yoga we chant O-N-G rather than O-M. Yogi Bhajan taught that if you chant Om, O-M, it can send you to the astral plane rather than grounding you on the physical plane. And what happens then is you can become spacey and less able to manifest your goals in this life. And really that's what we all want, right? So Ong, O-N-G, needs to be chanted correctly. It should create a powerful vibration in the nasal passages and up around the brain. The back of the tongue should touch the back of the roof of the mouth, and doing this activates the pituitary gland and causes it to secrete. It also activates the 2nd and 6th chakras, which together give you the power to create in this world. Kundalini Yoga is about manifesting in this lifetime while staying connected to the force of the universe. So we use a lot of action mantras like Om. Hopefully that answers some questions and gives you some clarity on Ong, O-N-G. Okay, so we tune in starting with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Guroo Namo, 3 times. Following the Adi mantra, I highly recommend chanting the Mangala Charn Mantra or protection mantra, which is Aad Gureh Nameh, Jugaad Nameh, Sat Nameh, Siri Dayvay. It means I bow to the primal wisdom. I bow to the wisdom true through the ages. I bow to the true wisdom, and I bow to the great unseen wisdom. This is a protection mantra. It surrounds the magnetic field with protective light. So it's chanted 3 times after tuning in with the Adi mantra as part of your tune-in, but it can also be chanted at any time in any place you want extra protection. So for example, you could chant it before leaving in a car or a plane. And what it does is it creates a bubble of protection around you and your vehicle. It also brings clarity when there is doubt. So it's a very useful mantra to know. Okay, I'm going to show you how the tune-in is done. We begin with our hands in prayer pose. In prayer pose, the palms of both hands and fingers are completely touching. The sides of the thumbs are pressed into the sternum. The elbows are out and shoulders are down. This mudra balances the masculine and feminine energies. With the thumbs pressed into the sternum, there's a reflex point right here for the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve is one of the major nerves of the body. So the pressure causes the pineal and pituitary glands to secrete, which helps move the brain into a meditative state. So I really like to understand why things work the way they do. This position also affects the heart chakra. It's important to sit with the spine straight. The chin should be slightly tucked in. So now we're all going to put it together and tune in together. Okay, so sit with a straight spine, chin slightly tucked, hands in prayer pose as directed. The eyes are closed and focused in and up at the third eye point, which is right here between the eyebrows and just slightly up. Okay, you'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Suspend the breath for a moment, and then exhale and allow yourself to relax. On the next inhale, we're going to begin the mantra Om Namo Guroo Namo. And we'll do that together. Om Namo Guroo Namo. Om Namo Guroo Namo. Om Namo Guroo Namo. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Exhale. And then we will inhale to begin the protection mantra 3 times. Aad Gureh Nameh, Jugaad Nameh, Sach Nameh, Siri Dayvay Nameh. Aad Gureh Nameh, Jugaad Nameh, Sach Nameh, Siri Dayvay Nameh. Aad Gureh Nameh, Jugaad Nameh, Sach Nameh, Siri Dayvay Nameh. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Exhale. And you are now ready to begin your practice. Thank you for joining us. Sat Nam.